Welcome to my latest Flosstube. This is my WIP update. It's number 22. Welcome to my new subscribers and welcome back to my existing subscribers. I really appreciate you coming and watching my progress. I never thought I would have 500 subscribers, let alone over 800. So thank you everyone that comes and watches me. I did 32,290 stitches this month, which I was quite surprised because I did have 3 days that I didn't stitch. So that is a May I'm talking about. So this is my second time doing this because the first time I didn't say what counts, and also I had lighting issues because the light is coming from the north and it was actually too bright. I never thought that would be an issue. I don't normally do my updates in the afternoon, I normally do it in the morning, but I had a bad night last night and didn't sleep, so I'm doing it today. So I will add a picture in here. This is Mini Butterfly Effect. It's a heaven and earth design and I'm pretty sure the artist is Kate Powell, but I'll have it on the image because I could be incorrect, as I'm known to be actually quite often. I'm terrible with names. So the designer of this fabric is Paddock Lane Designs, which is Elisa Lane, and it is called Summer Breeze and it's a 24 count. So I absolutely love this fabric, really happy with it, and I made great progress after I frogged on the 25 count. I'm not even sure I've actually frogged all of it yet. I have frogged a lot and I'm at 6.5%, so I think that's a great start. And I'm using sexy threads. Sorry, Coco just bumped the tripod. Didn't you, Bubby? Did you want to be in the photo? This is my delightful cat. This is Coco. Are you happy I put you down? So my next piece I want to show you today is my Blackberry Dragon, and the artist is Stanley Morrison. I'll add a picture here. Once again, there's no before picture, the same as the Mini Butterfly Effect because I've just started them. And the fabric is a 25 count. It's a Mystery by Be Stitch Me. So thank you for everybody that helped me pick my fabric for this piece, and I'm really happy with it. I think this fabric is perfect. And how many stitches did I do? Helps if I have it the other way, the book, so I can read it. 3,360 stitches. So I was really happy with it. How did I decide what to stitch and what not to? I put it in Pattern Keeper and I marked off the areas that I definitely knew I didn't want to stitch, and then I pretty much picked any of the black or where I could decide it was definitely dragon and not background, and I just added those stitches in. I was doing colour by colour, and so I'd started on the black and then I went to 939 and I got sick of that and had to have some colour in it. So really love this piece, can't wait to get more, and that is my dilemma at the moment. I want to stitch on everything and there's not enough hours in the day, and that's including the night too considering I don't sleep much. My next piece is God's Shed. I'm at 5.10% Skew Spark threads, and this is on 20 count Hardanger. No, it's not 20 count Lugana, sorry, I do know. It's 20 count Lugana. I will add a picture of what it looks like, and possibly what it was like last time you saw it. So I only did 1700 stitches to bring me up to 5.10%. So predominantly I think I worked over here, and I had a lot of part threads over the side, and I have stitched most of them in because that's my normal way of doing it. I park for a while and then I'll go, no, can't be bothered, and I stitch in all my part threads. So this piece is an artistry pattern, and the artist is Abraham Hunter. I may have said that. And this is the fabric that I brought for my Afghan, my Halloween Afghan. So I'm reusing the fabric, I gridded it, and it's in DMC, and I'm using 3 threads. So my dragon is in DMC as well, but my mini butterfly effect is CXC. Sorry if I didn't say that. To be honest, it's very hard to tell the difference. My next piece, oops, the magnets stuck to each other, haven't they? That magnet won't stick now. I'm going to struggle to get that off. I think all my very pretty needle minders are from Denkai Designs. And we'll put that there. So my next piece is Celtic Summer. So this piece did not progress very well. I had to frog, I think it was, that's all new, but I had to frog in a lot of that. I may have a before and after picture, but I frogged, how much did I frog? 800 stitches, and I put in the 823 again, and then the next day I put in another 700 stitches because I definitely had issues counting on this. Obviously counting to 10 is too many for me. I didn't have the grid lines on it, and I'm actually quite known for that. It's really weird. This is Jolie. It's chromatic alchemy fabric. Absolutely love it. Hopefully you can see it. For my summer, all my Celtic ladies are on chromatic alchemy fabrics because I got the advent calendar box a few years ago. So I was thinking about that. And I'd hoped I'd had this one finished, but I find full coverage a lot easier to actually stitch than I do non-full coverage. So fancy ladies and things, I do like stitching them, but I just prefer to do the full coverage. You will notice that that is my only piece on my scroll frame now. I've put everything onto Q-snaps, and the reason for that is that I'm using the Lowry stand with the corner clamp. I actually bought another corner clamp today from England because I've got 2 stands and I want to have them in different places, and I thought that it would be really nice to use just Q-snaps just because of the weight. So I'm going to show you mini enchantment of the wolf. I'll show you what it looks like. Tamara Markgard is the artist, if I'm correct, and it is done on 25 count, and it's 2/1 10th stitch, and I just told a lie, it's 1/1 full cross, and it is with CXC. So that's what CXC looks like. I'm super happy with it. definitely looks a wee bit better from a wee bit of a distance, but you expect that because it's a mini. But I absolutely love the way that I cropped this because it makes her more of a feature, because I showed Dave the picture of what the mock-up looks like on my pattern keeper, and then he had a look at my piece on the stand and he's going, wow, she's a lot more prominent on my piece without so much background. So I did 2,248 stitches on this. And where did I work? I will show you a before and after picture because I know I have that. I haven't got pictures of everything at the moment for this month because I had to get a new phone because I was having issues with my other phone. So predominantly I brought this tree down and filled in here. I filled in the area, the fox, okay, the wolf, and I did her skin. I'm not sure where else. I had a lot of just random stitches up here that I needed to fill in, so I've done that, so I'm really happy. I want to show you my back because my backs are quite messy and I don't care so long as they're not lumpy, because I do feel that when you're doing 1/1 full cross, you're not doing a loop start, so you're doing a lot of darning in and darning out. Well, that's what I do. Not everybody does. Some people have their threads travelling and just trap them. My next piece is Spirit of Autumn. I did 1,338 stitches on it. This is another, what just fell? Ah, that needle minder. Right. Okay. I will add a picture of what it should look like. This is another piece that I have cropped, and the artist is, so the Enchantment of a Wolf is another Heaven and Earth Designs. This is as well. It is by, I can't pronounce his name. Is it Cairo Machete? Is it Zyra? Yeah, I'm not going to try. Anyway, I think there's so many different pronunciations of his name. Absolutely love this piece. The fox is looking amazing. This is on 20 count and I'm doing 3/110 stitch, and predominantly I worked on the background over here, and I have brought it right over to the edge, and that's how much I am going to do. So yeah, so that is all across the top. And how far down is it? Can you see? I don't know. I don't think I can hold it up far enough. So yeah, I do find the back on this a lot more messy because it's tent stitch and it feels like a rug because it is quite thick. Oh look, my needle is sitting there. So yeah, it does feel quite thick and I am travelling a wee bit, but it doesn't matter. It feels super smooth on the front. You're never ever going to be able to tell. I'm going to frame it myself, so it's not going to matter. Nobody's going to see it apart from 855 of you that just seen it. So super happy with that. I'm not sure what percentage I'm at. Did I even write it down? Nope, sorry. Next time, I hope to do a WIP parade maybe next month when I've stopped starting all the things. So much for, I said at the beginning of the year I had to finish something to start something new. That all went out the window. My next piece is Archer. I did 1,146 stitches. I might have done more than that, I just didn't write down anymore. So this is all the piece so far. Super impressed with it. I have been working in that page. Here is a picture of what it will look like. Sorry, terrible today. And also a picture of where it was and where I am. It's a Painfree Press piece, and the artist is Myra. Jess, she'll tell me if I'm wrong, because a lot of the time I say it's Luciana LaBelle, and it's not. I think it's Myra. I have several pieces by both of them, so that's why I get confused. But super happy with it. Absolutely love it. 25 count, 1/1 full cross, and it's using all the kit DMC. I could hold this up for days. So it's not a massive piece. I'm at 48.13%. I really wanted to keep working on it and get to 50%, but I didn't stitch on the 31st at all. If I had have, I would have got there. So yeah, this is the piece that my daughter's working on. So if you want to see what it will look like if you merge my picture and Jessica's picture together, stitching colours, you will see the whole piece. Because Jess started from the top left, I think. And Jess has all the face and hair and sky, and I started at the bottom left. Did I start at the bottom left, or did I start at the bottom right? No, I'm pretty sure I started at the bottom left. Oh dear. So this has the needle minder from Painfree Crafts. To be honest, I don't think they're all the bee's knees. I've actually got my own magnet on the back because I don't find that the magnets on them are that great. I love them, but they don't stay on the projects that well with the magnets that come with them. So I just switched them out, and that sorts that problem. So I'll show you my back of this one too, since I'm in the mode. So yeah, really happy with that. And then I have a new start that I started yesterday. I didn't do much stitching yesterday because I had a dentist appointment, which was a waste of time. And then I had our electrician here. So this is the Cosmic Wolf by Painfree Crafts. Is it MJP? Is the artist? Don't quote me on it. It will have it on the cover image. I could be incorrect. So the Keystone Stitcher started this with me, and she started hers in an exciting place. She started hers in the middle, and I think it's near the wolf's eyeball. So I can't wait to see her progress. I'm sure she's done more than I have. Do I even know how many stitches I've done? No? That's my progress so far. I don't even know if you can tell all the colours in it. I've got over 2,000 stitches. I did 807 stitches yesterday, and that was during the night. And then I wonder if I do it that way you can see the colour. No, you can't. I don't think you can see all the beautiful colours in this. I'm sorry about that. It's very hard to, until the sun was shining on it. My husband didn't realise that there's 550 and 814 and other colours in it. I don't know what you can see because I can't see anything. So once again, you can see that I have started this on a Q-snap because I bought 8 more Q-snaps last week, and I am just putting everything on Q-snaps. So this is more of that fabric from the Lugana, the 20 count Lugana that was for my Afghan, and from Stony Creek, and I gridded it with a friction pen because I know the friction pens do come off. I haven't had any issues with that. Well, I have on a dark fabric, but I'm not sure if I showed you my Halloween Quaker last time, because I've got it sitting here, which is quite weird why I have it sitting here, as if I haven't shown it. So just unzip it. I have done the 2 pages of the Halloween Quaker, so I have a picture of what it looks like. Hey, this is quite tight in my bag because it's quite a bit of fabric. This is on a 14 count, and it is 2/1 sexy, and it's got glow in the dark. So that's 2 pages. I really hope this week I start on the 3rd page. I want to keep working across the top, so just in case I didn't show it, I think I did, but it's weird that it's sitting here, but it may be sitting here because I put it in a different bag, so I'm not sure. So that is all my stitching I have to show you this time, and it's quite a few pieces. I'm not sure whether I'm better off to go to weekly. I think coming up for the next couple of weeks, I'm not sure how much stitching I'll get done anyway, because Dave has finished moving everything on the farm now. So these are my bags that I made, so they're working really well, and I have my bag tags. So if you're just here for the stitching, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that all made sense. I will go edit this and add all the images in. Excuse the stuff in the background, we still haven't unpacked everything, because until yesterday David's been still moving stuff at the farm. It's actually been really hectic. I don't think he realised how much farm stuff he had and so it means that we haven't unpacked the house any. It is, you might even see the ceiling fan, maybe you don't from the angle that you're on, in the background, because it's extremely hot in here. It is 34 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's very warm. We had the log burner going, we only put 2 pieces of wood on it, and then we had to turn it off and turn the ceiling fans on. So I'll give you a slight life update and then I will go. So I had to go to the dentist because my wisdom tooth has cracked, and I knew that it was going to have to be removed. So I went to the dentist yesterday and I thought he would pull it, and he did not. He isn't willing to pull it until he actually, excuse my itchy nose, until he actually talks to a specialist about it, because of my Tisabri infusion that I have on the 12th. It needs a good 2 weeks to heal, and the Tisabri inhibits healing, so I could have a huge issue with it. So he has to work out the optimum time for when he pulls it. He actually wants to pull both my 2 wisdom teeth on my left hand side, because we thought that my wisdom tooth was giving me grief because I had jaw pain, and that's what we thought. That was in the beginning before I had my MS diagnosis, and it wasn't. So I went back to the doctor this week, and I keep thinking that they're going to say every time I go, that's it, no more sleeping tablets, that because that's what the neurologist said, is that it was for a very limited time and I wouldn't be allowed to stay on them. Went to the doctor and he said, nope, you can have them for as long as you like because you're not sleeping, and the pitfalls of you not sleeping is worse than you getting addicted to the sleeping tablets, because I'm not sleeping anyway. So that was good. Got more food, thank goodness. I didn't get chocolate this time. I asked for vanilla because, quite frankly, I'm over chocolate. Every meal being chocolate isn't a good thing. So what else happened? Instead of coming out of the chemist with a wee bag, Dave came out with a box. That tells you that you're getting too many prescriptions. So I'm all sorted for the next 3 months, and then I'll have to go back to the doctor again. I see my neurologist my day after my next infusion, so hopefully we can see what the prognosis is. I started on some more tablets for vertigo, and because the anti-nausea medication wasn't working anymore and I was exceeding the limit. Oops. Who knew that the suggested dose is what you're meant to take? Actually, I knew, but it wasn't working. So I was taking more than I should have. I was actually on double the amount and it still wasn't working. So he has prescribed me something else and it seems to be working. I'm a lot better. My walking, I don't even think I noticed it today, to be fair. So yeah, things are quite good. I had to laugh. Dave rang up the bank the other day because we've had our money from the stock went in our bank and we needed to pay off our loan that we had for our land that we bought here. So he rang them up and nobody knew how to do it. So that was a bit of an issue. So he was laughing last night that he thinks that he needed to take a wheelbarrow to the bank and ask for dollar notes. And I said, there's no such thing as dollar notes in New Zealand. It's only dollar coins. And I said, you'll definitely need your wheelbarrow to have that amount of money in dollar coins. And I said, well, that'll teach them, won't they? They not only have to count it to give it to you, they have to count it again to put it back in the bank account. So he rang up at 8 o'clock this morning and they have sorted it. So we owe nothing, which is really nice. And we just have to decide what we're going to do, whether we're going to put money in term deposit or what. But Dave was laughing about, he went to the supermarket earlier and he said, look, I can get a dog walking job for $8 an hour. He said, look, if I walk several dogs an hour, it might have even been half an hour. He was saying that I could make up money that way. I don't think that's what he's going to do. But what else? Nothing else is exciting. I bought a ceiling fan for in here today because honestly I find this house a wee bit hot and I dread what it's going to be like in summer. We have got a heat pump which does have aircon, but I'm concerned about the cost of the electricity for that, so I said no, I'd rather just use the ceiling fan because just rotating the air seems to be enough. So we are going to get a quote for solar panels. That's our next job, just to try and make our cost of living down a wee bit. Excuse me. I think it's time for me to go have my meds. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope I haven't bored you. and I will see you in a week with my Stitch With Me. Someone was saying that they'd love to see all my fabrics that I have. I have a huge fabric stash. Because we're getting shelves in my cupboard where all my fabrics are, I may go through them, so you may see some of them. I need to go through them and see what I want to keep and what I want to sell, because there will be some pieces that I don't want. For example, the opalescent, I don't see any point in keeping them. Dave was saying, am I going to sell my scroll frames, because I've got a lot of Omnique scroll frames, but I'm not sure if I'm ready yet to sell them, because yeah, I don't know. I may go back to them. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I just find it too hard to lift my scroll frame and put it in my Lowry clamp, because I've got a corner clamp. I'm not coordinated enough with my hands at the moment. So thank you. Have a wonderful week. I'll edit this. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I'll apologise for any artists that I mispronounced or said the wrong thing, or even words that I said the wrong, because I am with my MS, just in case you're not aware, I do swap words quite often, and yeah, it's quite frustrating, but that's it. That's life. It's not going to get better, but hopefully it won't get worse. So I've had a really good week. The medications do help a lot, and I think that it feels very much with my doctor and my neurologist, it's a team effort, and they do help a lot. So I do feel very supported. So have a wonderful day, and I'll catch up with you in a week with my Stitch With Me. If there's anything you'd like to see, just tell me and I will see if I can work on that. Thank you. Bye.